So I'm back in the greenhouse again, and we're having a look at shallots. They are shallots. Strictly speaking, they're known as potato onions, but they are a type of shallot. They're just a fancy name for them, American name. And these are ones that I keep growing. They do seem to be getting smaller, which is because it was such a hard job getting hold of these. I'm reluctant to give up on the strain, so I'm only going to. So these are from last year. I'm only going to select the bigger ones. So that's one of the bigger ones, and that's not really very big. Potato onions are supposed to be large, pretty large shallots. So I mean, this one started sprouting already, so they know they want to go. So probably this weekend I'll be planting them, but I just wanted to show you they're the biggest ones. I've got loads of really small ones. The small ones are going to go. I'm just going to take 15 of the biggest and destroy the rest. I might have them for, just for spring onions, just not let them grow big so I don't get confused, and try and develop the strain. It's exactly the same as with garlic. If you keep your own garlic, you'll find that if you just plant the biggest ones, your strain will get bigger and bigger. But I've made a mistake, and I think I know what I've done is that sometimes the biggest ones have divided inside. So when you actually divide when you take them and divide them again, they're smaller. They're not the biggest ones in the batch. But I just thought I'd show you these. I bought these at the weekend, and these are called Griselles. I've just spotted one is rotten, so I get 6. I've actually got 5. I can't believe I've done that, because I did check them. I gave them all a squeeze. So what they are, they're a French shallot, a proper dividing shallot. None of this fancy shallots from seed. And again, you can see it wants to go. It's the but it's a French shallot. You don't really find them in England or growing all that much. They're reasonable. That's a reasonable size. They're quite tasty. They're actually a different type to your normal English shallot. A different, not species, but a different genus or whatever. And yeah, well worth growing. I've grown them before. I didn't look after them, lost them. But yeah, so again, we're going to start a strain with these and keep them going. I think what happened was that I got so enthusiastic with the giant onion competitions that I just wasn't interested in anything smaller than onions. But your shallots are a sustainable, future-proof way to feed yourself. Preppers are into that. I'm not one of these paranoid people who are preparing for the Armageddon, but you just leave them in your garden and you just divide them up and keep some for next year. It's not seed, it's division. Actually, another one of these. They're not very good, these. But anyway, yeah, so I've got 5. I'm going to start a strain with these and we'll see how we get on. These are my giant onions I brought up here, thinking they were all going to die. They haven't. They are in the greenhouse with the door open because I have a damp issue. Mould damping off goes on in here in winter, so the window's open. The window and the door's open. Trying to make it as good for plants as possible. Obviously I've traded off warmth for that, but I've put the glass, the plastic top on top of that tray, which I just took off a minute ago, and that will does protect, has protected the onions. Has also protected the broad beans and the peas. So these were sown indoors. Bunya's exhibition, that was on the 17th of Jan. So yeah, I've got to do something with that pretty soon, because as you can see, the roots are coming through. So I need to do it. And the peas are, I forget now, but they're an early dwarf variety. Just for fun, and again they're coming out the bottom. I've got to get them, and they're not going to go in the ground. They're going to go inside one of the greenhouses or the polytunnel. These broccoli calabrese, they've got a bit of a problem. I don't know what that is, maybe Botrytis or something, and it's on nearly all of them except for one over there. This did have builder's netting on, that blue stuff that's really tight knit, and I swapped it to, because of this, I swapped it to this open netting to get some more air in there, because there was algae on that blue netting. And so what's happened is that it's, you know, obviously there wasn't enough air getting through, and so something fungal or mildewy's got in there. But it's only a bit of fun, because you don't expect calabrese to make it through the winter outdoors. But I'm going to let them carry on, because there's not much else. There's nothing else going on. So we'll see whether or not they can survive or put off fresh new shoots. And if I have to, I can interplant while I'm waiting for that. Some nice chards there. So that's it. That's just a quick lunchtime update. I shall. There's some not a lot going on, but we're going to be forcing potatoes for indoor growing internally to pots, things like that. Planting shallots, sowing leeks. So it's building up. By the second week of Feb, we'll be moving, so it should get a bit more interesting, hopefully, for you. Anyway, that's my quick update. I shall see you on the next one. Please subscribe, comment, and so on. And ta-ra for now.